Sand, just plain Sand. There's no release date. It's by Hologlyph and produced by Tower House.
Does this look fun to you?
It did for a second.
That's it looks all right.
Again, this is a game I've like connected all the dots with some of these games, or like what reminded me of other games. This looks reminds me of a desert Sea of Thieves, like Sea of Thieves on giant mechanical robots, and I think that's why I thought it was really cool. I was like, oh, you get to build a big moving base and like fight each other, and then the more I watched it, so I can go ahead and pull up the trailer. The more I watched it, I kind of lost interest, and I think it's just maybe it's the survival aspect and the always resource gathering. And my biggest question, and there's a playtest out, I didn't get a chance to actually join in the playtest or actually play it, so take all what we say with kind of a grain of salt, just because I didn't get a chance to play the playtest. I really wanted to, but time constraints. But let us know if we're wrong on anything. But I just thought this game would be really fun. Just the idea of having like a giant moving base and fighting other people. But my thought with that is like, how much of this is going to be a grind? Like as soon as your base is destroyed and you're walking mechanic, or like they're called trampers, or oh, it's called trampers. I have it on here. Oh, tramplers. So they're called tramplers, and it's like serves as your main base. And so my thought is, so if this main base gets destroyed, do you have to start over?
I mean, I have a lot of questions, and like also it kind of just reminded me of like a mech builder, but the mechs don't fly or like really fight that much. So I was like, I don't know, like I feel like this could be fun for a while, but it does feel like a game that you'd get sick of pretty quickly.
Trying to like look at the like this freeze frame of the trailer right now, like is that your, like if you look at the bottom left here, is that your life or is that your mech's life? I'm gonna guess that's your life, and I don't see any like HUD things that show the life of your trampler.
I was also looking to see if the Trampler could be like completely destroyed. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel like the Trampler can be a permadeath, but it might be like it's damaged to the point where you need to exit battle to like repair it or something like that.
And go hunt for resources to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about. Like I couldn't get a clear, like this was a lot like Claire Obscure. Like
Mhm.
couldn't get a clear I couldn't get a clear idea of what was going on just from the trailer. Like the trailer showed a lot of action, which was cool, but I still
Yeah.
don't really know what's happening.
Right. And like, and I think the cool part of it is like, yeah, you see these big battles of fighting each other's tramplers and going after each other, and the base building with it here. Like you get to really make the trampler whatever you want, and upgrade and upgrade the weapons, upgrade the armor, make it big as you want, and things like that. And to be honest, it looked like a very simple, like you just build stuff, and then I don't know how it works if you go hunt for resources and then you build it and then you go into PvP. I don't know how it all is gonna work, but I just thought it looked cool in the sense that you get to build this giant moving base, and I thought that was neat.
I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head. The first, like, the best that I could think of is like this is going to work as Sea of Thieves. Like,
Oh, I don't know if you just saw it. So you know what this kind of reminds me of? Sorry, I kind of cut you off there.
no, go ahead.
But it looks like Infinity Outpost. Like you had to gather the resources before you got to the final like stage of the extraction. So I wonder if you like you saw a little bit in the trailer where they were running without their mech and they like extracted this barrel of stuff.
Yeah.
So I wonder like that PvP aspect right there. Like yes, the like the mechs are PvP, but you also saw PvP off of the trampler, and I wonder like that's where you fight for the resources to extract, like that part. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because there was that scene in the trailer where the guy, like, he clearly was not on a mech. He was just standing on the ground shooting at another guy. So, like, is this 100% PvP? Is this a PvPvE? Like, is there a story to this game? I couldn't find like any of the information.
There's a little bit of a story to it, and it is a PvPvE. It's a survival building game, kind of how we've been talking about. And there's a little bit of story. I didn't dive too much into that. I was more focused on trying to see what the game was about and like how this all works, and really didn't see much about it. Um, let me. I'll pull up the Steam page real quick. But the open world of Sophie is where this takes place. But other than that, I didn't really get much else on what the game really is about or what the story is with it. So let me go ahead and pull up the Steam page real quick just so I can read the story description of it.
Yeah, because like the idea of like being able to build these bases and then watching, taking them into the real world is obviously something pretty cool. I mean, that's a great idea. I just beyond that, I don't know what else like substance wise we have here other than just like build this base, take it into the world, shoot some stuff, and like, okay, did you have fun?
Yeah, and that's kind of and my biggest fear is like how much of a grind is this going to be? And I know all survival games are a grind, but I'd hate to build this giant mech or this giant trampler, have it destroyed in one battle, and I have to start over.
Yeah, I mean that a permadeath on the Trampler is a permadeath on the game for me. Like, I don't want to rebuild it.
Yeah, and so I mean, if you've played the beta or the close or the playtest, let us know like how that really works, and if it's something that if you lose your trampler, it's over, or is it something that you lose your trampler, you just have to find some resources just to regenerate it. I'm very confused on how that's going to work. But here's the story. An alternate history version of 1910, humanity had made a significant advancement in space exploration thanks to the discovery of new energy sources. The Austro-Hungarian Empire led the way in conquering other planets by a mysterious ecological disaster struck planet Sophie, forcing its settlers to hastily leave behind a once resource-rich world. Motivated by desperation, the bravest and most impoverished individuals from the Empire now journey to planet Sophia, seeking to test their fate, uncover hidden riches, in the barren wasteland, and profoundly change their lives. So it sounds like the whole idea is like, so you're a character, you build these tramplers to go hunt for riches and things like that that have been left on this abandoned planet.
I mean, at least there's a little bit of substance, I guess.
I don't think the story is much important to what the game is, to be honest, and that's again why I didn't really dive into the story. But I don't know. I think it's a game I want to give a shot. So I should probably actually, since I'm right here, let me.
Check the price.
There is no price yet.
See, when I was looking it up, that's the first thing that I tried to find was the price, and I couldn't find it yet. This game is 100% about price to me. If they drop this as like a $59, $69 retail game, which I don't think they're going to do, but I can't confirm that they're not going to do it. I think we're out. If this drops as like maybe a $29 game, like okay.
It's one of those games that you give a shot, but again, I think I just want to know how much of a grind this game is going to be. And if you're in the playtest, please let us know some of the things we're missing in terms of like the the permadeath, how the resource gathering works. Do you gather your resources and take them back to your trampler, or do you do kind of how the trailer showed? There's an extraction that you shoot it out of the atmosphere. I don't know. I'm really curious to see how that all works. But other than that, it intrigued me from the moment I watched it because like, oh wow, I get to drive this giant mech base and like take people out. I thought that was really cool. And again, reminded me of like a desert Sea of Thieves, and I love Sea of Thieves, so that's why I was originally intrigued.
Anytime you get to craft a base or a mech or something like that in like a designer and then take it into the real world and actually use it, I'm a fan. You know what I mean? So like I was intrigued, but like you said, I do have a bunch of questions. This one's gonna come down to price for me. And guys, if you are in the beta, please let us know what we're missing. Let us in on some juicy details because I need to know more and I cannot find the information. They are doing a very good job at not letting us know what this game is about.
And I even searched for the playtest like gameplay, and I didn't see much on it. So
I even searched Reddit for like sand playtest because you know how the playtesters will jump on Reddit immediately and be like spilling their guts. Couldn't find anything.
some other little things as so and this is kind of where the trampler is used for exploration and storage. So I'm guessing you like take the trampler, jump off of it, and like throw the resources, and they store them on there. That's where I don't know. You can upgrade the design, the overall power, weapons, and armors. and you can team up with other players. So it's not like you're controlling your mech all by yourself. You kind of saw that in the trailer. There's other people running around on your Trampler, and I don't know. It looks cool. It looks intriguing. It's one that I'm kind of on the sideways thumb here. I want to give it a shot, but like Dave said, depends on price, depends on how much of a grind it's going to be. Because again, I work a lot. I don't have as much time as I would love to put into video games. So
It's got a pulse for me. It's definitely one I'm going to keep my eyes on. I'm not committed to it yet. I'm also not committed to saying that it's crap yet. But definitely one to keep your eye on. It could be cool. It could be not cool, but let us know.
I think like mechanics wise and just overall feel of the game, I think it feels fun. I think it looks good. I think it feels fun. It's definitely a smaller game, so it doesn't need to be like groundbreaking in terms of graphics or anything like that. But I I I just want to see. I want to see more. I want to put my hands into the game, see how it feels, and make a more educated decision on whether or not I get it. And I know we're supposed to be educating you guys, but this is just one that I wanted to bring up because I thought it looked cool and I just want to learn more about it, if that makes sense.
We're a community here too, guys. You guys let us know what you know about the games too. Sometimes we appreciate that.
Yeah, because we missed some things, and yeah, and that's okay.
Keep your eye on it. Should be a decent game. I'm gonna hold out giving my my official thumbs up, thumbs down until we get a demo of some sort where I can actually play it.